مساء الخير. أنا النهاردة في العيادة في ذا كلينيك مع راجل جميل جدا جدا، مستر رولاند بانجي. اتشرفت بمعرفته من فترة طويلة. راجل من جنوب أفريقيا من أصول ألمانية، وهيتضح لكم شوية ليه كمان شوية. وكان عنده مشاكل كده، ورياضي جدا، بيجري ماراثونز وهاف ماراثونز، رياضي جدا جدا جدا. فأنا عايزه يحكي لنا تجربته معانا، وأنا طبعا لازم أشكره جدا إن هو يعني كان kind enough إن هو يشير خبرته معانا. بس أنا هسأله دلوقتي يقول لنا قصة. Okay, Roland, thank you for joining me here, and thank you for allowing me and allowing the rest of the fans to follow, to know about your story. So just let us know, how did this all start?
Okay. Thank you for the introduction, Doctor. Firstly, I must emphasize that running is extremely important in my life. Not only for physical health, I meditate, I pray, I think of work, I think of my family, I think of my personal life. I run 4 or 5 times a week. It is very important for me. And if I can't run, I get depressed. So, I've had sciatica pains a couple of times in the last 10 years, and I've fortunately always gone away with physiotherapy. This time around, it was not that easy. However, I started with sciatica pains in August 21. I came to see a doctor in November 21 with an MRI, and he said, Roland, as long as you can run and walk, go away. No surgery is needed. So I said, thank you very much. I thought I was safe. That was in November 21. In January 22 last year, my problems really started. I had pain, and there were definitely sciatica pain on the side of my leg, burning sensation. It felt like a fire on the side of my leg. That I could treat with medication, and I could still run. Painkillers helped me run. But where the problems really started was March last year, a year ago to be exact. I started with pins and needles in my feet. Now, we all have pins and needles sometimes when you jump out of bed too fast, or you've been lying wrong and you sit a bit on the side of the bed and they go away. Mine was so serious that even walking with my family wherever I was in a shopping mall, I had to sit down. If I didn't sit down, I'd fall down because I had no feeling left in my feet.
Feeling of control in your feet, yeah.
So what did I do? I saw more physiotherapists, and I don't blame physiotherapists. I saw a chiropractor, I went for acupuncture. It all sort of took the pain away on the side of my leg, but nothing really helped with pins and needles. That was the worst that I had. I came to see you in August last year with a new MRI, and you said, Roland, a lot worse in November, the year before, and there's some other issues in your back. Surgery is the only answer. So
there was also some weakness when we tested the strength of your muscles.
Exactly.
In the foot.
And my right leg was certainly not as strong as my left leg. I had stayed away from even thinking about surgery on my back. Everybody said, never ever have surgery on your back, it's too dangerous. In any case, if you do, you have to lie for 3 weeks on your bed, you can't move. And in any case, if you're having surgery, why don't you go back to South Africa? Why don't you have it in Germany?
Because you're South African of German origin.
Yes.
So that's why it's just
everybody said that's where you must have
it. But
it.
you're Egyptian now.
Yeah, very much so. So, because I'm Egyptian now, as the doctor said, I decided there and then on a Sunday evening when doctor said I have no choice but surgery. And why did I decide? I think it was a feeling of trust immediately. And that's important because I was going to lay myself bare, or my back bare, for an operation, and I had to trust somebody. Of course, I trust God that He would help me through. And I said, when can you do the operation? So he says, Wednesday afternoon. I said, done deal. Coming. He says, check into the El Safa hospital. It's the best. My team is there. That's where I'll do the operation. Do it on Wednesday afternoon. I said, how long do I have to stay in the hospital? He said, if all is okay, you can go home the next day. I said, 24 hours? He said, you can go home the next day. So the operation was done. And in fairness, and I say it with a bit of a smile on my face because of this nervousness, when I woke up in my hospital bed, the first thing that I did was move my feet.
Wiggle your toes.
I wasn't paralyzed. I said, great, this is a good start. I got up once during the night, and the next morning, doctor's assistant came to see me at 10 o'clock, and he says, you up? I was sitting in the chair, so I said, I'm up and about. He said, how do you feel? I said, I'm good to go. He said, walk with me on the hospital floor. I walked with him.
The walking.
And he said, you can walk, you can go home. I said, 24 hours, I went home. So, to end off my story, other than a week of pain, but that was, I just started walking. The doctor said, no bending, no lifting of heavy stuff, sitting only for a short while. So I was standing doing my work at home with my laptop. But the best thing that I did was walk. Doctor said I could walk as much as I wanted to, and because I'm a runner, walking was in my brain, and I said, let's go and walk. And in our compound across the road, I walked 500 kilometers in the space of 4 months. Every day.
500 kilometers?
500 kilometers. I had a running watch, I was measuring it. 500 kilometers. I was just interested to see how much I did.
You can do.
So I saw a doctor at the beginning of January with a new x-ray. I said, can I run again? So he says, you can run
So
again.
this was, sorry Roland, so this was what, 3 months from the surgery? Or
Less than 4 months.
Less than 4 months, yeah.
4 days after the operation, I asked my eldest son, Kareem, I said, walk with me. He says, what do you do? I said, we'll walk up the hill here. So we took the mobile and Kareem came with me and I walked slowly 2 kilometers up and down. I said, I can walk fine. 4 days after the operation, I walked 2 kilometers already.
Excellent.
And the rest followed.
Yes.
So when I saw a doctor in January, he says, you can run again, but don't run 500 kilometers in a month. So I said, no, that's not my plan. So I started slowly.
Yeah.
I registered for a 10-kilometer running event at the Sakara Pyramids
Excellent.
Last month in February, and I ran with our sons. It was okay. I didn't have any pain. No pain, no pins and needles whatsoever. It was just strange, I presume.
And the strength in your
legs, it was there, but I hadn't run for a year.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the strength in your legs was back to normal.
Yes, it was there. It was there. And then what I did, I said I'd take it a step further, and 10 days ago I registered for another event in Heliopolis. I ran another 10 kilometers, and for my age, I won't give it to you, but I can. You know, I'm nearly 70. I ran 10 kilometers
So proud of you.
1 hour and 5 minutes, which I felt was a good time for my age. And I really and truly felt good, because in the halfway point, I turned around and I said, my legs are feeling strong. I could push my pace, and I ran the second half faster than the first half. And that is a sign, obviously, of running, experienced runner, but the sign that I still had strength in my legs.
Of course.
And then this past Friday, we ran 6 kilometers, my sons and I, at the Sakara Pyramids. Another
Excellent.
great run. And really, every time I go out for a run, now I run in the mornings with our dog. And the first thing that I do is I think of God. I thank Him that I can run again.
Of course.
It's so important for me. And of course you. You come to mind forever. You forever.
Thank you very much. I have to say, you are one of the most motivated people I've ever met in my life. I'm just so proud of you. I'm very proud that I'm your friend now.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that I had this tiny bit of thing to help you go back to your passion, the real passion, to your real passion of running, and not just running, just being sporty and healthy.
Yeah.
And that is, you don't look your age at all. You look you look my age. You know? And the second thing is, this is what you get when you have this kind of passion and you look after yourself and after your health.
But it did work both ways. I listened to what you had to say, what you said. You can do this or you can't do this. And I think that's important as well.
Of course.
Because a lot of people say, well, you're feeling okay, you can go and do something. And I stayed away from car. I wasn't allowed to drive. I didn't drive for a couple of months.
Yeah.
I didn't dare to even though I felt good, I didn't even think that I could start running.
You're the kind of person who is very committed and follows the rules exactly. I know this is who you are. But I have to tell you also that you will be back doing anything you wanted to do as before November 2021. You will be allowed to do anything. By now, you're allowed to do anything. And you're 6 months down the line, aren't you?
Yes.
So by now you're allowed to do anything and everything. You can go back to your normal routine of life, and obviously you need to build your physical fitness and your running things.
So you mentioned half marathons in that I used to run them, and I've run many marathons as well. A half marathon being 21 kilometers. There's one coming up in Marinati at the beginning of June.
You're ready.
Get ready for it.
I'm telling you.
I will go run a half marathon again.
Maybe we'll meet the next time, and then create a podcast or something about your running.
Thank
Not
you.
about the doctor this time.
No,
Next time will be about
thank
your
you,
running.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good.
It's
Thank
been a
you,
pleasure
doctor.
to have you. I'm
Yes.
very happy that you're doing well. Thank you.
Yes, thank you as
And,
well. Thank you.
God bless you. And let's just say goodbye to the guys on the video.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.